Oh, wait, hold on. Are they actually doing it, or is this just a Switch Online game? Because those rumors, there was rumors like a day or two before. They did it! They did it! As you can see, this was my initial reaction when they announced a remake of Super Mario RPG. Because this was an unexpected announcement, and we never thought this would happen because it hasn't been re-released properly, because it's been absent on the Nintendo Switch's SNES app. So this is one of the reasons why. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, please hit that like button, ring the bell, leave a comment, and let's get to this review.
It's up to Mario and his allies, including Bowser, to save the keep and save the world. A quirky and unusual adventure is about to begin. Super Mario RPG.
So to get started on the background of this RPG, it was released back in 1996 on the Super Nintendo, titled Super Mario RPG: Legend of the Seven Stars. And this remake reimagines the original game in full 3D graphics, and mostly maintaining the original characters' designs and proportions. One of the newest additions is rearranging the soundtrack with new orchestration with the original game's composer Yoko Shimomura. Now visually speaking, this game looks super clean, very detailed, and although it is more of a AA budget, the reimagined art style is beautiful with the new lighting and the way that it further pushes the environments while retaining what made the original special. Because if you haven't played this one before, this is a simple RPG, and many have said this is more of a beginner-friendly RPG, which I admit it is true, but that doesn't make it any less of a fun adventure. What made Mario RPG stand out back in 1996 was the digitized graphics. Same thing what they did with the Donkey Kong series, and although it does hold up today, they literally recreated it one for one and they went above and beyond. And everything remains very cute and adorable with Mario's shrunken size, and everything just fits the aesthetic of Mario's first RPG adventure.
Mario went to Bowser's Keep to rescue Peach, but just as he was about to save her, a giant sword fell from the sky and pierced through the castle.
The story begins simple enough, with Mario and the party need to stop the Smithy gang while collecting 7 star pieces so that peace may return and wishes may be granted once more, and see what the mysterious sword has done while crashing through Bowser's castle.
Touch an enemy to initiate a turn-based battle.
And at its core, Super Mario RPG is a turn-based RPG with action-specific commands, meaning when you're about to attack a character with either a physical attack or magic attack, if you time your button presses correctly, you'll do extra damage. And every character has their own specials and something that they focus on, whether it's weakness or an advantage.
You'll control Mario during your adventure.
And speaking of characters, your party includes Mario, Princess Peach, your arch nemesis Bowser, and brand new characters Mallow, who's a puffy little cloud who thinks he's a frog, and one of the most iconic characters that people want in Smash Brothers is Geno, who's a wooden doll with magical attacks, with some great designs for his fingers that usually turn into weapons, and overall a great mysterious character in this world. And again, this wasn't one of the hardest RPGs ever back in the day, but it was still fun nonetheless. And it was just nice to see Nintendo and Square and their collaboration for this type of RPG gameplay involving the Mario series and some of the Final Fantasy style enemies and magical attacks that they're known for. However, what I wasn't expecting was a lot of new wrinkles to the gameplay that not only made this game easier, but also just added a bit more depth to the gameplay. For example, they added something called a splash damage, which means if you time it perfectly right when you're about to hit an enemy, it does almost half damage to the characters surrounding it. I feel like this was a great addition because early on in the game, most of the characters don't have any type of multi-enemy magic attack except for Mallow, and this is another way to hit entire enemies and make battles go by quicker, and to further incentivize blocking and perfect timing, there's now a triple move. Depending on the party group that you have, you get a special move that fills up. The more timing attacks and defenses that you do, it'll do heavy damage on a single enemy, a group of enemies, or even heal your party. And this is done with a cinematic cutscene, although there's no voice acting, which makes it very bizarre. What carries it is the music. And like I said, this isn't the longest RPG you'll ever play. I beat this game in around 11 hours, and it's even quicker because the battles load faster. There's a new breezy mode, which makes playing for beginners a lot better if they're stuck on certain enemies or certain bosses, and there will be less grinding to do if you choose that mode. And all these extra additions make for an already fun game even better. Now, this isn't something as deep as Xenoblade Chronicles where it can be bloated with so many mechanics to learn. This is a simple game for beginners, but you'll still find that the banter between characters and NPCs can be very funny at times, just like the Paper Mario games. It's very charming, and it's also great to not have a 100+ hour RPG to finish. This is a nice one to get started if this is your first time ever jumping into one. Again, all these great additions like switching between the orchestrated music and the classic Super Nintendo music. Every single boss has an intro cutscene. You are now able to switch between characters during a battle, making for some great party combinations. And now you can even fast travel between the areas that you've already visited. This further removes the frustration from the original when you had to go back and forth between areas.
Music to the original Super NES version at any time outside of battle.
And again, whether you're playing it on the big screen or handheld, especially on the Nintendo Switch OLED, this game looks gorgeous. It sounds great. Although one of the negatives is the lack of voice acting, which really should have had some kind of mumbling that prior Paper Mario games or Mario and Luigi games had. Could have added a bit more charm to this game, but if you're looking for a simple RPG that's not long, it's usually under 12 to 13 hours, this is the game for you. I highly recommend this game, and let me know down in the comment section below if you played the original and if you're planning on picking up this game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you later. Bye.
The very first RPG in the Mario series returns.